Happy holidays! Dude, I love the Home Alone movies. They are classics. Well, the first two. Yeah, you read that title correctly. There are actually 6 of these. Who the fuck wanted 6 of these things? Franchises like Shrek don't even have 6 movies. 3 Home Alone movies I kinda understand. 6 is out of control. Since the first movie is celebrating its 35th anniversary as of this video, I figured it'd be fun to go back to the first 2 movies and discuss them both in a video. And if I covered the first 2 movies, I guess I gotta cover them all. But first, let's talk about the good ones.
Everyone's glad you're home, except for mean older brother Buzz, who never says anything nice.
Home Alone is peak cinema. I adore this movie. To start, I have got to talk about the characters because this feels like a much more character-driven movie rather than a story-driven one. Kevin is extremely fucking charming. I adore this kid. He's really smart and he's really funny. Listen to this line. It is not only funny because of the line itself, but also because of Macaulay Culkin's performance.
I made my family disappear.
That is probably one of the funniest one-liners I have ever heard in any film ever. Oh, and then there's this scene.
Hello.
Yeah, this movie is pretty damn funny. There are a lot of good jokes here. While not getting nearly as much screen time, Buzz is also a really great character. He is the perfect rival douchebag character to Kevin, and I love it. And then there's Harry and Marv. Oh my god, I love these two so much. Their acting is phenomenal, they're really funny, and they play off each other perfectly. The traps are also pretty great. They're not as big and bombastic as the next movie we're going to be talking about, but they're pretty simple and effective, and they are classic. Sorry I don't really have much to say about the writing or the cinematography, which are both great by the way, and the soundtrack is excellent. But I really can't help it, the characters are just the best part of the movie. I love Catherine O'Hara caring deeply about her son and trying to get back to him as soon as possible. I love Kevin's bond with his neighbor, which results in really genuine heartfelt moments. I just love this movie so much, I adore it. Although there's just something I can't put my finger on. How do 4 adults and 11 children afford to be in this giant house in Chicago and fly to and from Paris during Christmas break? And with all 4 adults sitting in first class? Well, I'm gonna propose the mafia theory. Mr. McAllister definitely has to be a mob boss, right? Because how could he afford this big ass house and 15 tickets to Paris? And during Christmas time, no less. And Chicago is absolutely not a safe place to live, trust me. Or maybe he's a software engineer, I don't know.
I finally made it to New York City!
Home Alone 2 is so fucking good, oh my god. The first act of this movie is definitely a rehash of the first one, but it's done much better, trust. Kevin is more or less the same in this one, but oh my god, some of his traps are really fucked up. Tim Curry is here and he absolutely steals the show. He makes every movie he's in better and this is no exception. He's so delightfully devilish and his performance is perfect. The bandits are pretty much the same as the last one, no real complaints here. Kevin's relationship with the pigeon lady is mwah, chef's kiss. It's so genuine and sweet and I think it might be one of my favorite parts of the movie. This one is a lot more heartfelt than the first one, and I love it. The first one might be a funnier movie, but this one is definitely more heartfelt and well written to me. Home Alone 2 is fantastic. Wow, what a hot take. Top of the ranking so far, and this is probably my most agreed upon top spot in any ranking I have ever made. 1 is pretty close, but I think the second one is just a bit better. Definitely worth a watch.
A team of international high-class thieves have crossed 2 continents to steal a $10 million microchip. If that goes in a missile, air defenses can't stop it.
What the fuck? Isn't this the exact definition of a franchise jumping the shark? What the hell is this? How did we go from 2 criminals just trying to make a quick buck into a bunch of criminals that are just trying to get a chip for a missile? The first two movies aren't supposed to be super realistic. They're supposed to maintain a comedic and lighthearted tone. Alex is okay, but incredibly generic and boring compared to Kevin. His only personality traits are a justice obsession and making a Rube Goldberg machine just to feed his fish. The fish is right there. Why the fuck didn't you just feed him manually? You don't need a Rube Goldberg device for it. The criminals are so boring. They have no personality or wit, and they just exist. The writing and attempts at humor are also really bad. There's a scene with a rat that's literally just a repeat of the tarantula joke in the first movie. A lot of the traps are just recycled from the first two movies. Some of the jokes are recycled from the first two movies. If Alex so desperately wants to convince his mom and the police chief that he actually did see the criminals, why the hell did he not just take a picture? He used a camera only on the third time that the criminals started coming in the neighborhood. He didn't think to use the camera at all for the first two times. What? This movie's awful, don't watch it. Also, Kitty.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I'm not making 3 separate segments of this video just for these movies. I'm going to be talking about them separately, of course, but they are really about the same quality to me. Taking Back the House is abysmal. Oh my god. This film brings back Kevin and his folks, even though none of them are even remotely the same from the first two movies. This isn't a new bad thing, old thing good scenario, but like, the only thing that the characters have in common with the first two movies is their names. That's it. All but 2 of Kevin's siblings are gone, their personalities are completely different. The names of the characters and even the movie itself is just plastered into this movie just for the sake of nostalgia. This film has absolutely nothing in common with the first or even second one. The writing is awful. The acting is atrocious. Kevin is super obnoxious and annoying in this one, not even close to the first two movies. Harry is completely replaced by Marv's wife, and she's really bad. She has no personality or likable traits about her. She sucks. The McAllister parents are divorced, and the girlfriend of the father is the most generic evil stepmother you could ever come up with. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't buy the McAllisters as a family in this movie. They have no familial chemistry at all, unlike the first two movies, and they suck hard. When Kevin ran away from home, why did he need to use the money from his piggy bank to call a taxi instead of asking his dad to pick him up? This quote-unquote Kevin isn't even home alone. There's a butler with him at all times. This movie's title is a ripoff, oh my god. This is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. Do not watch it under any circumstances. Home Alone 5: The Holiday Heist sucks. Oh no, it's a generic story about these 2 kids who are addicted to technology and are left home alone. What do you think is going to happen? The burglars also suck. I only remembered this one part about this girl who's crying about her ex being a safecracker and him leaving her or something. I don't know. The plot is about this stupid tech-addicted kid thinking that his new house is haunted or something. The writing and dialogue are horrible. Every single character is either really boring or extremely irritating, especially the main 2 kids. Just like the previous movie, there are no redeeming qualities to this one at all. It's just horrible. The saddest part is that the 4th and 5th movies aren't even the worst ones. Home Sweet Home Alone is agony. This movie revolves around a couple who's just trying to earn enough money to afford to stay in their house, so this stupid fucking British kid decides to take their expensive doll for no reason that they're trying to pay for the house with. So this stupid little British kid is just trying to make these guys homeless without any regard for anybody but himself. The point of Home Alone is not to make the criminals breaking in the sympathetic ones. Harry and Marv were designed to be heartless criminals, and the comedy derives from them getting their just desserts. They weren't designed to make you feel bad for them, they're just bad people. Max is probably the worst kid in any of these movies. He has no likable traits or any personality. All I want to do with this little twat is to strangle him and kick him like a football. The couple isn't any better either, they're just complete morons. Every character in this movie is a complete moron. And holy shit, the writing is at its worst here, especially with the dialogue. It's nothing but awful one-liners and lowest common denominator humor. There is not one point in this entire movie where I even smiled or chuckled or even had a gaha. And this joke still pisses me off.
To get your ugly, yellow, no good
Oh,
keister.
this is garbage. I don't know why they're always trying to remake the classics. Never as good as the originals.
I don't have anything more to say about this movie if I tried. Home Sweet Home Alone is dreadful from start to finish. I would be extremely shocked if there was a Home Alone movie that was somehow even worse than this one. Please stop making these movies. The last 3 have been soul draining. Oh my god, I'm finally done talking about these movies. Unless you're making a ranking or retrospective of these films, please, I beg of you, only watch the first 2. For the sake of your own sanity. Here's my ranking, by the way. I'll see y'all later. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a happy holiday. Oh, and a happy new year!
Holy shit, it's Freddy Fazbear. For now.